hair. Whose hair is this? Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike, just in case you were new here, and it's the long-awaited Q&A 2. Yay! Tried going through all that footage, couldn't salvage anything. The audio was messed up. It took forever. But before we get into these questions, there's only a few of them because I did have to go back and try and find some. So if after this Q&A you want to do another one, then fine, we can do another one. I'm cool with it. But before I get into that, yesterday I'd ordered some stuff in the mail, and I was waiting for it to come in, and it finally came in. And it's little grip things. It's these things. You put them on your fingers and your hand, and you wrap this around your wrist, and you stretch. And it's supposed to exercise your hand. And I also got this thing. It's just another strength test for playing guitar and all that other stuff. Yeah. Well, these came in, and there was some other things that came in that I didn't order. Did I, Miss Laura Parker? No, I didn't order these at all. Hold on, I'll screen again. I'm gonna fall down. No, it was supposed to be a surprise. I was gonna open it on camera, and it was gonna be great. I screwed that up. I have a brand new box of Convatec bags, which is fantastic. I appreciate the hell out of that because, yeah, like I said in the last video, everybody was talking about how they're defective and, you know, they're old and the adhesive was just not good. So far, the new ones have been working great. Thank you for the bags. That was very, very sweet. Wasn't expecting this one, but it is a new Switch controller. I know it's on the wish list and whatnot, but I just wasn't expecting, you know, anybody to actually buy anything. But this thing glows in the freaking dark. I didn't even know that whenever I put it on the wish list. I was like, I need a controller for my Switch because I don't have one. And this is freaking awesome. Let's get it open. Oh no, it's actually night. Oh, that is awesome. Get out of there. Ah, get out of there. Dang it. Gets gifted controller, immediately breaks it. Let go. This is physical in the dark. It kind of, I just blocked I hit my glasses. Let's see, I'm gonna put it up to my ring light. How you doing? Come here often. It's great, isn't it? Alright, does it glow? It does glow! I need a brighter light. I would use my phone, but I'm using my phone. No, this actually feels really freaking good. There's bottom buttons? What the hell? Oh, little triggers on the back. I wonder if I can use this for like normal gaming as well instead of just the Switch. It's got a USB device or USB plug. So I'm going to be using the hell out of this. This is going to be fun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Laura Parker. And once again, thank you, Susan M, for the Game Boy mug. I'm actually going to take, whenever I get little packages, it's they say like who it's from, or you can write whatever you want. So I'm going to actually like post them on the wall behind me. I just need to get thumbtacks. But anyway, let's get into this Q&A that I was supposed to do like a month or two ago. Sunset 6010 says, what is / are the main differences between chemotherapy and immunotherapy? Immunotherapy and chemotherapy are both cancer treatments. The main difference between immunotherapy and chemotherapy is the way that the treatments are targeting cancer. Chemotherapy uses drugs to target and kill fast-growing cells. Immunotherapy uses the body's immune system to slow, stop, and kill cancerous cells. And then there's just a secondary question for your question asking, what is better, chemotherapy or immuno? While chemotherapy treatment effects only last as long as the drugs remain in the body, one of the most exciting and groundbreaking aspects of immunotherapy is that it can provide long-term protection against cancer due to the immune system's ability to recognize and remember what cancer cells look like. So yeah, there's your answer. The Janek asks, why do some people get cancer and others don't? So there is a wonderful video on the YouTube channel Vsauce. Why don't we all have cancer? I will link that in the description, but in a nutshell, it's your body made a mistake, and your body makes hundreds of thousands of mistakes every day, but it's smart enough to fix it. Unfortunately, there are times where a mistake gets by, and then it's a rogue cell that basically has learned to camouflage itself in the immune system to where it doesn't get attacked and taken out. When that happens, it can become fast growing and then separate very, very quickly and become a tumor and so on and so forth. And then it just starts taking over because your body can't see it. It doesn't recognize it. It doesn't feel like there's a threat. Yeah, basically it's sometimes it just happens. Like in my case, it was a mistake. It was an oops. My body made an oopsie. Other people, it's predisposition. It's a genetic thing that unfortunately happens. There's also damage you do to your body, like being out in the sun for a very, very long time has the possibility to give you skin cancer. There's been women that have injured their breast, and it caused basically a reaction. It damaged the cell, and the cell reacted and turned into breast cancer. Different things we eat and drink can cause cancer in our bladders and our kidneys and our bowels and stomach and all this other stuff. So it's all about, like, I'm not saying, you know, be cautious about everything and like don't leave your house and only drink water and something. Like, no. It's a rare chance to get. It does seem like the chances are, you know, getting higher nowadays. But it's just it's happenstance, unfortunately. It's your environment, your food and alcohol intake. It's if you smoke, if you're predispositioned for it. It happens, unfortunately. But yeah, I will link that video down below, and he's able to explain it a bit better, and I love that video. Bindbum1 says, I'm new to your channel. You say you're tumor, but did you have other previous tumors to have chemo and bowel surgery, ileostomy and colonoscopy? Previously, I'm just surprised to see this big surface tumor staring you in the face, not yet treated, when you have had so much work done. Sorry to ask all these questions. So I did have a golf ball sized tumor in 2015 in my transverse colon. They took that out, but they took it out laparoscopically. Everything was fine for the most part. On the extraction spot, there was, I guess, a cancer cell that got stuck on the extraction spot. So in 2017, when they found the grapefruit sized tumor, when they had to take out 95% of my large intestine, a third of my stomach, and like all the lymph nodes around there, they took all that out. It was fine. That one cell that got stuck on the extraction spot from the first surgery is what's here now. So it had moved and metastasized to that spot. And I've done everything to try and, you know, go to court about it. You know, they screwed up. They weren't using the right protection on this robotic machine, and that's kind of what screwed me over. But unfortunately, no pun intended, the doctors doctored the papers to make everything look like they did everything they could. Yeah, I've had 3 tumors altogether. I've had my fair share. Gus the Goose's mom, 4902, asks, how are your parents doing? Do they have the opportunity to get therapy? I'm sure that this entire illness is really hard on them and you. Good for you for facing these things. My dad got renal cell carcinoma when I was 7, and he died when I was 17. There was no chemo then, and as you can imagine, everything that happened was tough on a 10/17-year-old. And then there was no plan, and by that time, no money. This was way before a sick human could get health insurance. Please give my best to your mom and dad and your family. Also, do you have any cash apps? Now, my parents, they're doing better than when we first figured out all this crap. It was definitely a shock to the system for everybody. They're definitely better now because we've kind of been able to cope with it a decent amount, accept the things that may come because of it. It's been so long now, and I've fought it for so long I mean, I've passed the average life expectancy of people with stage 4 colon cancer. I've passed it by a few years actually. So we're just kind of like, he's doing pretty good. So they're okay. The therapy, they do have the opportunity. I don't know if they would go. You'd like to know if I play that guitar. You mean that one? No, hello, those two? Those? No. I don't have anything set up right now to play, but I'm trying to get a audio interface that I can plug the guitars up to my computer and record. That way it'll sound better, it sounds crisp, and all this other stuff. If not, I will, well, hang on. If this is in the video, then you'll see it. If it's not in the video, then you'll never see it. I'm gonna be using my, phone's microphone because I've got a lot of filters on this one, so if it sounds like crap, I'm sorry, but yes, I can kind of play. It's just simple. Sorry, I can play a little bit. I strum of the guitar. Get off my finger! Ring doesn't want to leave there. No, it's okay. But yeah, I mean, I play a lot of like Kill Switch Engage, and I'm starting to. I haven't played in so long, so I'm practicing before I actually like throw a whole video out there for y'all. Oops. Yep, see? It's definitely a little rusty. So I can play a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Thank you for the question, Helen F. Bo 4111. Next question is from Adore Morte or Lilith on YouTube, and I'll actually Lilith X, I'm sorry. And I'm going to link her channel in the description below because she's also fighting a very, well, I say she just found out that she has a very rare blood cancer. So if you'd like to hear her story and go see like her perspective on things, go check out her channel. She is a lovely human being. She's sweet as hell, and like me in the sense of she'll pretty much answer anything. She'll talk to you in the comments. She's a great human. But she asks, just thought about two new interesting questions for the future Q&A. One, what was your relationship with your tumor? What emotions does it bring up when you see/feel it under the skin? Do you hate it or more indifferent? For me, when I went through the phase of hating and constantly looking at my veins/blood like it's poison, I wonder if anyone else has that. I'm kind of indifferent in it, really. I mean, obviously I'm like, dude, can you just leave, please? I don't want this anymore. I didn't ask for this. I didn't do anything to deserve this, so why the fuck are you here? Funny enough, I can't, like, I can feel there's something there, like if I go to lean, but like touching the skin where it's at, I don't feel anything. It's killed the nerves on the skin there, so I don't feel any of it. Like I said, there's just a pressure. It's got its moments where there's pain, but it's like trying to kill off new nerves or old nerves are trying to come back or whatever. I don't know exactly, but yeah. So I mean, it's just one of those things of like, I'm indifferent of it. It's there, it's been there, it's not gonna leave anytime soon, if ever. So I just deal with it. I should call him my little buddy now because I've had him for so long. But your second question says, sorry, this might be inappropriate, but it's something I've never heard anyone talk about. How did your condition affect your sex life? In 2017, when I first got the ostomy bag, it affected badly in the sense that I felt disgusting. I felt like even though my girlfriend at the time didn't care and tried to like reassure me multiple times that she didn't care, I felt disgusting. I felt like nobody wanted to touch me. I was very, very, very put off by it. The longer I had it, the more I was able to deal with it and cope and understand, like, this is your life, dude. Gotta deal with it. Like, just because this massive thing has changed doesn't mean your life's over or everything has to be completely different. I ended up coming up with the joke that, you know, if when I'm having the intercourse and the bag's just kind of slapping on my stomach, it's basically like he's cheering me on. He's giving me a little round of applause. So I thought that was kind of funny. And then when I got with my previous ex, funny enough, the first time we went to go do anything, the clip come undone somehow, and I kind of pooped on her leg a little bit. And I was mortified. I was like, yep, nope, that's it. That never again will I ever be in a relationship. Ever. I'm not. Just, nope, not gonna be able to do it. Can't, won't, sorry, no thank you, bye, see ya. And she starts laughing hysterically. She thought it was the funniest thing in the world, but it wasn't like a, oh my god, you're so disgusting, ha ha ha. It was like, I can't believe that happened. That is hilarious. I got pooped on. I know you didn't mean to, but it was, we started laughing about it, which made me feel, no pun intended, but a shit ton better. So it has affected it. There are obviously certain positions that are a little harder to do, if I do them at all. No, I still do the thing if the thing occurs. So hopefully that hamsters your question, is what I just said. Hamster. Hopefully that answers your question. And yes, go check her out. She's lovely. Rob Loco says, can you please tell me what the tattoo of a star on your chest means? Thank y'all. Yes, I can. And that's the one that you're, oh, there it is. It's right there. Down here. Over here. Don't look at the nipples. This tattoo is from Supernatural. It's a TV show. If you haven't seen it, it's great. It's on Netflix. So these tattoos are on the main character, Sam and Dean, so that demons cannot possess them. That's the story of it in Supernatural. Normally, pentagrams have meant lots and lots of things over history. Today, they are most commonly associated with the union of the 5 elements, which is irrelevant here, and protection. So the symbol at least makes sense in the fictional scenario. The fireburst was created for the show, however, people have since started tattooing it on themselves and working it into jewelry. That's all it is. It's supposed to be a symbol of protection, anti-possession, and I really like Supernatural. So that's the meaning of my tattoo. Lude24291 asks, they said, my question is, are they painful? No, they themselves are not. Matter of fact, I cannot feel them. If I take the bag off and tip and tap all over my body, I don't feel it at all. So I don't feel them. But if I eat anything spicy, or I have like hot Cheetos or whatever, and it sits in the bag around the stoma, it'll actually eat away at the skin and like cause burning pretty badly. So the stomas themselves, no, they don't burn or hurt, but things around them can hurt. Emma Combs 757 asks, have you ever tried alternative treatments? So far I've done chemo, immunotherapy, radiation. There was talk about possibly doing proton therapy, but I think because of radiation I can't do that, and I just need to do more research on what's available, what I can do. User JC-VZ9HZ says, you are so strong, will they be able to close that one? They're talking about the old ileostomy. No, unfortunately they won't be able to do that because it's way too close to the tumor. They don't want to risk trying to close it or anything of the sorts and accidentally hitting the tumor, because if they hit the tumor, then it spreads like wildfire, and shit gets bad. Now, unfortunately, I'll be able to. I'll have 2 buttholes on my stomach for the rest of my life. Millennial Mancy? Mank. Is it true they sew up the anus when they do an ileostomy or colostomy? I'd be asking for $25 discount at the funeral directors if they do. So there are instances where they do, if there's just never going to be an opportunity to use your anus anymore. There are cases where if they get your entire large intestine removed, they can take your small intestine and turn it into a J pouch, which they'll take it and like cut it and then put it together to where it seems like a large intestine, and then they'll be able to sew it up to your anus and you'll be able to go to the bathroom that way. I still have my anus, still being an asshole, kind of. But yeah, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Prehistoric Pleb asks, do you have any food restrictions? I'm curious as I was warned off a lot of foods that I love, mostly vegetables and fruits that have a skin or are fibrous. Pineapple, oranges, celery, unpeeled tomatoes, etc. Popcorn, dried fruit seems to be an endless list, so I'm curious as to know how your diet has changed. I've got type 2 diabetes, and everything good for that is bad for our stoma. Can't eat high fiber foods, no brown breads, no brown breads, rice, etc. Basically, I can have all the carbs, white rice, potatoes, white breads, etc., but bad for the diabetes. If I puree some veg, I can have, but the consistency isn't palatable for me. Also, to thicken my output, my stoma nurse said eat marshmallows or Jolly Babies. Marshmallows work a treat. So I have read this question before, and a few other people had mentioned the marshmallow thing, and it does work for me. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. I do have food restrictions. I don't listen to them. You know, I was supposed to stay away from popcorn and then bell peppers, onions, all this other stuff. Same thing. I went, cool. Fuck that. I mean, as you can tell, I've got like buckets of popcorn. I'll still eat it. I won't eat it every day, but I'll still eat it. I'll still, you know, my mom makes this fantastic pepper steak dinner, and it's just thin strips of steak with green, orange, and yellow bell peppers, thin strips of onion, and you cook it in brown gravy till everything gets soft and like melts together, and then you throw it over rice, and it is so freaking good. And I've had a full sliver of bell pepper just, and it's like, all right, well, ta-da! So yes, I do have restrictions. The doctors have told me don't eat these things. I went, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. User OV6BP6K8Y asks, hey man, how often do you have to change these bags? Also, do you miss going number 2 in a regular way? If the bag is good, it can last up to a week and still be fine. I'll just change it out of like just cleanliness. But if the bag is good and top notch, yeah, it can last up to a week. Now, if the bag is bad or I get a bad batch, I've had to change it 2-3 times in one day. Do I miss going number 2? I don't. It's just when you just able to go into a bag, you go in the bathroom, you dump it out, and then you're good to go. You realize how much pooping's an inconvenience, because most time people spend anywhere between 20 to 30 to maybe 40 minutes in the bathroom, and it's bad for your legs. You can get a blood clot from sitting too long, your legs fall asleep, you run down your phone's battery, or you forget your phone and you're stuck reading a damn shampoo bottle ingredients. No, I don't miss it. Lilith X asked another question. Have you ever had an idea / feeling on how you will die before you found you have cancer? No. I was that young, dumb, just thought I was invincible, could do anything, did try anything kind of bullshit. Driving fast cars, doing backyard wrestling, and I'm talking like legit backyard wrestling. I thought I was unstoppable. I thought I was invincible. So I never had this thought of death before all this happened. It was just, let's go do this for whatever reason. I mean, even now I'm like, yeah, I've got cancer, but doesn't mean I'm gonna die of it. Who knows? I could live another 20, 30 years with this and be completely fine. That is all the questions I have. If y'all want to do another one, let me know. Once again, thank you so very much, Laura, for the gifts. I appreciate the hell out of them. The Vsauce video and Lilith's channel will be in the description below. Please go check them out. One to learn about what she's going through, and then the Vsauce video to learn more about like why we all don't have cancer. But thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button and let me know. And until the next video, I will see you. Bye-bye.